a blessed day. I am Mrs. Mercedes M. Perido, teacher in charge at Agus-os Elementary School. I am here to present to you my action research entitled Collaborative Assistance for Reading Progression of Slow Readers in the Intermediate Level, Parent-Teacher Partnership. The child's academic success is greatly enhanced when teachers and parents are partners in the process. Whenever there are needed information pertaining to a child or when a child is experiencing a problem, parents or guardians are the first to contact because they are the one resource. That's why the use of variety of communication methods to build and sustain solid relationships with parents should be done by the teacher or by the school. Active communication is necessary for building an effective parent-teacher partnerships. Positive parent-teacher communications benefit pupils' welfare. The manner in which teacher or school communicate and interact with parents affects the extent and quality of parents' home involvement in their children's learning. Parents are the vital partners in education. They influence their children's attitudes about learning and support learning at home. They are a vital link between home and school. And when they become involved in the life of the school, they make our schools better places to learn, grow, and thrive. Parent-teacher interaction is necessary because this is the only way through we can explore the child's strength and weak areas. A smooth flow of information between parent and teacher will definitely help the child to be productive in school. The research questions. The purpose of this study was to determine whether or not grade 4 to 6 pupils learn differently in reading when their parents collaborate with their teachers in assisting them reading at home. Sub-problems. The specific research questions that were addressed in this study are: number 1, is there a significant difference in the ability to read between pupils subjected to non-follow-up by parents at home and pupils subjected to follow-up reading by parents at home? Number 2, is there a significant difference in the reading progression of grade 4 to 6 pupils subjected to non-follow-up by parents at home and pupils subjected to follow-up reading by parents at home? Scope and limitation. This study investigated the effects of collaborative assistance of parent and teacher in teaching reading in selected grade 4 to 6 pupils who are non or slow reading ability from Agus-os Elementary School in Indang, Cavite. The learning achievement of pupils was evaluated in terms of ability to remember letters, syllables, words, phrases, and simple sentences. This study utilized in the intermediate level. Same sets of pupils were included in experimental and control groups. One of the possible limitations of this research was that only few selected pupils were involved in this action research, and the experiment lasted for only 4 weeks or 1 month. Another limitation is that the results that were obtained by studying this group of pupils may not be generalizable to pupils in other schools, which differ significantly in terms of factors such as culture, population, and socioeconomic distribution. For the methodology, letter A, sampling. The respondents of this study were composed of selected grade 4 to 6 pupils in Agus-os Elementary School in the municipality of Indang, Division of Cavite, and their respective parents or guardians who collaborated with their teachers in reading follow-up at home. Letter B, research instruments. To determine the significant implications of parent-teacher collaboration in assisting their children's reading development at home through follow-up. The reading progression level of grade 4 to 6 pupils in English, plan of action are pinpointed such as the following. Number 1, teacher may test in reading materials to determine the performance level of the pupils before and after the study. Number 2, use of modified checklist to record the reading progress. Number 3, weighted mean was used to determine the result of the modified checklist of the group. And number 4, the test was used to determine if there are significant differences between the reading performance level in English before and after the intervention. Research methodology, data gathering procedure, secured the result of field iris screening session. Activities for better reading comprehension sheets was used to the respondents. Statistical treatment data, mean and standard deviation interpretation was used. For the result and discussion, problem number 1, what is the performance of grade 4 to 6 pupils in reading before the intervention or before the pretest or during the pretest? Table 1, pretest results. As we can see, table 1 shows that in the pretest, average grade is equal to 10.7 and the standard deviation is 4.0. The lowest score was 5 while the highest score was 20. Problem number 2. What is the performance of grade 4 to 6 pupils in reading after the intervention or post-test? As we can see in table 2, it shows that in the post-test, average score is 13.5 and the standard deviation is 4.5. The lowest score was 8 and the highest score was 20. Problem number 3. Is there a significant difference between pre-test and post-test in terms of reading performance of pupils? Hypothesis. The difference between pre-test and post-test is not zero, meaning there is significant difference between pre-test and post-test. Table number 3, the test for equality of means. We can see in table 3 the t-test for equality of means or post-test. Since p-value is equals to 0.009 less than 0.05, we rejected the hypothesis. Problem number 5. What is the implication of using collaborative assistance through follow-up reading at home to the performance level of grade 4 to 6 pupils in English? It's obviously observed that pupils can easily read and recall what was being learned in school with the intervention and collaborative assistance between parent and teacher follow-up at home. The statements about progress in reading ability because of collaborative assistance in reading and parent-teacher partnership achieved the fullest reading level of the pupils. For the conclusion, in the post-test, there is a significant difference between pre-test and post-test. The mean score of post-test, which is 13.5, is significantly higher than the mean score of the pre-test, which was 10.7. This suggests that the use of collaborative assistance or parent-teacher partnership has a significant effect on the reading progression level in English and Filipino. This was the result of my action research. Thank you and God bless.